divided, and whether you sit, depending on which side of the European fence you sit on, is how passionate you are in favour or how much in despair you are, with some responses being very much keep calm and carry on, while some other members are sort of speaking more about, is it time to retire? Is it time to maybe look across to the European land and see what that can offer me? But what else is sort of interesting about the members' reaction is sort of the division between accountants, with some accountants being the ones who deal with just the trading clients, who are really not really seeing any effect. And then you've also got the ones which have more clients who deal internationally, and it's them that are sort of seeing some sort of change,
right,
initially.
So perhaps reflecting the divide between Remain and Leave, the sort of more rural areas and the metropolitan heartlands that voted Remain.
Absolutely, Tom. And some of the story is really surprising, how this has had such an effect so soon for some people. But then, like you said, it is that division between Remain and Brexit.
Must have been a difficult one to moderate, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it was very much like your early morning. It was very much a late night looking over the comments.
Great. Another question's come in from the curiously named Bobby Love. So the AccountingWEB's famous Brexit barometer was pretty much throughout the entire campaign in favour of Leave, but swung back to Remain right at the end. Have you got any explanation for this?
Well, I guess very much like anyone doing the polls over the EU referendum, it's hard really to pin down what actually happened. Just looking at sort of the member reaction on the site, it seems as if they were always expecting sort of a Brexit. Jennifer Adams is famed on the site for saying about her travels up and down the country and seeing the signs for Brexit and not really much signs for Remain. And
these are signs by the side of the road, not sort of metaphorical.
No, yeah. Signs on the back of lorries more so than directions on the road. And also some other members, like Running Mate, has also suggested perhaps it was a vote against London and against the current government. And so all these things sort of add up to create the picture of, well, maybe it was always in favour of Brexit.
Another one come in from Helena C. So now that the vote to leave has happened, and what the fallout, accountants are having to deal with the fallout, what sort of client questions are clients asking of their accountants?
So again, this is very much like the country. The uncertainty of the country has sort of crept onto AccountingWeb as well, with the members, some of them asking what advice can they give, with one member in particular, Eunice, saying how at 9 a.m. Friday morning they received phone calls from their clients asking how this is going to affect them, and they didn't really have much of a response. They didn't really know what they could offer, what advice at this moment of uncertainty, what they can offer. And this is there's sort of a theme with other members as well, with one member saying that their client might invoke Article 50 on them because they don't know what to do in this situation. So it's very much the uncertainty on the boards.
Goodness, final one, obviously a wrestling fan, this one, Rowdy Roddy Piper. So how are accountants preparing for life outside the EU?
Well, very much like Rowdy Roddy Piper, this one is quite a hot rod situation for the members on the site. But they've got, there's different opinions, from thinking that VAT is going to change immediately. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of attention over the coming days. To some people just saying it's going to have zero effect at all. It's going to be business as usual. So again, it is the uncertainty that's going on in the world is going on AccountingWeb.
Thank you very much, Richard. Yeah, I say plenty of uncertainty here, but for more answers over the coming days, weeks and months, please go to our site, accountingweb.co.uk. Thank you very much. Thanks, Richard. Interesting point about the hot rod there. I thought
Cut. Well done, guys. Very good.
excellent.
Issues that time?
Rowdy Roddy.
Right, but apart from Rowdy Roddy, any other?
That was me testing a slate. So there's a slate option on here too, which is like a marker. So you've got preview and final.
Okay.
Which I think is a way to cue in the full thing. So you just start in that time frame. You're going to get the starting graphic that YouTube provides until you slate in.
So you press that and you
I press that. That's what's happened. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so well done, everybody.
That's fine.
I think we should do a quick review. Thanks. Well done, Tom.
Yeah, grand. Do you need me for anything else?
For the review, that would be useful.
Yeah, definitely. Happy to.
Yeah. And let's just get a quick shot of where we've got everything. So
Grand. Thank you, Ben.
So were you happy with that? Did this work?
Oh, did you, Tom? Well done. Yeah.
Did this work?
The questions were coming in. Yeah, no, that was really useful, and as you say, a better way than a scrappy bit of paper. So.
And they were coming in okay and everything. Right?
Yeah, the questions are coming in fine.
Just updates in real time.
Yeah.
So you can just scroll through as it happens.
And people will send in questions with it, or you'll also send some in, will you, if you need to, type thing.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
thing is, with that delay,
Yeah.
How long's the delay?
It's been two different lengths, hasn't it? So that's one thing that we need to.
we've also keep getting a problem as how YouTube is starting this, because normally it starts on the clock and that's it.
Thanks, Dickie. Just yeah.
Almost started early, which I think was the carrier.
I think I'm not needed anymore. Yeah.